what I do is just take my sunscreen like this and I just use it on my face like so. You guys can see it doesn't leave any white cast. Now, a very simple way for you to know your skin type is to go into the shower, wash your face, and after you finish washing your face, leave your face bare for 30 minutes. Do not apply anything on your face. Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a step-by-step beginner friendly skincare routine. Now you guys, if you are a beginner in skincare, let me see your hands up in the comment section. I noticed that in most of my videos, you guys keep on asking me, Anna, what are the steps, you know, in skincare? I don't know the steps. I am new to skincare. I don't know the products to use. Some of you guys are confused. So if you are new here and you want to start your skincare routine, you don't know the products to use, you don't even know the steps, you know, you don't even know if a serum comes before a moisturizer or after a moisturizer, then this video is for you. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys my own morning skincare routine, okay? So if this video sounds like something that you're interested in, of course, continue to watch. Remember to give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, and without wasting any time, let us dive right into today's video. Alright guys, so before I show you guys my own products, the products that I use on my face, I want to tell you guys something that is very important, especially if you are a beginner in skincare. Sis, if you are a beginner in skincare and you don't have any knowledge on skincare, the first thing you want to do is to understand your skin type. Know your skin type, because if you don't know your skin type, you will not be able to get the right product for your skin. Now, a very simple way for you to know your skin type is to go into the shower, wash your face, and after you finish washing your face, leave your face bare for 30 minutes. Do not apply anything on your face. Leave your face bare for 30 minutes. Now, after 30 minutes, you are going to take a test. Okay, if you notice that after 30 minutes your face feels very dry and flaky, like your face feels very stiff, that means you have a dry skin type. Now after the 30 minutes, if you notice that your whole face is oily, all your face is oily, everywhere of your face is oily, that simply means you have an oily skin type. Now if you notice that your T-zone, that is your forehead to the bridge of your nose to your chin and to some part of your cheek is oily, that means you have a combination skin. That simply means that your cheek area can be dry while your forehead down to your nose and your chin is oily. It means you have a combination skin. Now after 30 minutes, if you feel like your skin is balanced, your skin is not producing too much oil, your skin is just there, that means you have a normal skin. A normal skin feels balanced. It is not too dry and it is not too oily. So this is just a simple test for you to know your skin type, because whatever I'm going to be saying in this video, you might not benefit from it if you don't know your skin type. Now as a beginner in skincare, sis, you only need 3 basic products. See, as a beginner in skincare, your major products should be consisted of a cleanser. When I mean a cleanser, something you use to wash your face, followed by a moisturizer, then followed by a sunscreen. This is your 3 major, this is the 3 things you need to have in your skincare collection. Okay, that is if you are a beginner. Now I know most of you want to ask, Anna, what about toners and serums? Toners are not very necessary in a skincare routine, to be honest. When I started my skincare journey, I didn't even like get a toner immediately. I got toner like later. So a toner is not that necessary. Okay, now when it comes to serums are very necessary, but the reason why I am telling you to focus on cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen, it is because once you nail the basics of cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen, when you have nailed that basics, you now know that okay, this cleanser works for me, this moisturizer works for me, this sunscreen works for me, so I have nailed it. So when you now add a toner and you add a serum and you notice that you start breaking out when you add a toner and a serum, you can now identify that okay, when I was using just my cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen, I did not break out, but immediately I introduced a serum or I introduced a toner, I noticed that I started breaking out. So you can now remove the serum and remove the toner and, you know, fill in the gaps by, you know, maybe getting another serum and getting another toner, instead of you like saying, oh, skincare doesn't work for me, you pack all your products to one side. Can you guys now see that when you understand your skin type and buy products that fit into that skin type, when you have nailed cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen, then later you can now start adding serums, add toners and other actives in your skincare routine. Alright guys, so let us get into my own skincare routine. So when I was in the shower today, I used this Anua hydrating cleanser. The picture is going to be on the screen. I forgot to bring it from my bathroom. This is what I use to cleanse my skin. For those of you asking, this is the cleanser I use every single day, morning and night, to cleanse my skin. Okay, now for cleansers, if you have a dry skin and you are confused on the cleanser to get, I'm going to be recommending some for you guys. I'm going to be putting pictures and also try to put the name on the screen. You can also check my description box for all the products that I'm going to be talking about today. Now if you have a dry skin type and you don't know the cleanser for you, sis, you can use this Anua hydrating cleanser that I am using, because I have a normal to combination skin. For those of you asking, my face is a normal to combination skin, even my body is a normal to combination skin. So this is the cleanser that you can use if you have a dry skin, because this is very moisturizing. This Anua hydrating cleanser, it is an hydrating cleanser. Okay, it is hydrating, and if you have a dry skin, you need to use products that are hydrating, that will add moisture to your skin, that will not strip your skin off of its natural oils. Okay, now another cleanser that you can use if you have a dry skin is the Cerave hydrating cleanser. Can you guys now see? Still hydrating. Another example is the Face Facts hydrating cleanser. So if you have an oily skin, you need to go for cleansers that are oil free or cleansers that are foaming. Okay, so if you have an oily skin, you go to the store, you want to buy products, make sure you look out for cleansers that are foaming. A foaming cleanser is what you need if you have oily skin. What a foaming cleanser does is that when you use the foaming cleanser to wash your face, it doesn't strip your skin off of its natural oils, but it helps to remove that build up of oil that you have on your skin. Now you can use this Cerave foaming cleanser on your face if you have oily skin. You can also use the Face Facts foaming cleanser. You can also use the Neutrogena oil-free acne wash, because if you know that if you have oily skin, your skin can be prone to acne. So another type of wash that you can use is an acne oil-free acne wash. An example is this one from Neutrogena. Now if you have a normal skin type, you can get away with using any cleanser of your choice. You can use any cleanser from the dry skin category. Normal skin people, you don't know what God has done for you, but let me recommend one for you. You can use this Cetaphil gentle cleanser if you have a normal skin. Now for combination skin, you can use this Cosrx pH cleanser. I'm going to have the picture on the screen. So now that we have settled cleansers, you now know the cleansers that you can use for your skin type. Check my description box for all the product details and all the names of the products, because I don't want to dwell too much so that this video would not be long. So I already washed my face with my cleanser. Now the next step is to use a toner. Now like I have said, if you're a beginner in skincare, you might not need a toner. A toner is not necessary, it is up to you. But for me, in my own skincare routine, I have toners. Okay, I use toners because brand sends me toners, and toners are a part of my skincare routine. Okay, but you don't have to use toner if you are a beginner in skincare. Now these are the two toners that I currently have in my skincare routine. I don't have more than these two toners. These are the two toners that I have. Now these toners, they are both from Anua. Now this is the Anua, this one is the Anua Heartleaf Soothing Toner, while this other one is the Anua Milky Toner. Now the simple difference between these two toners are, this one is soothing, like if you have sensitive skin and you want to soothe your skin, you can use this, or you can use a Milky Toner. A Milky Toner just adds this glowy finish to your skin. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go in with this one. Okay, I'm going to use this toner on my face. Okay, so now if you have if you're a beginner in skincare and let's say later on you want to go ahead to use toners, you can use any of these two toners, because I feel like they can be used by all skin types. Okay, you can use toners and not really selective like that, only if they are exfoliating toners. When it comes to toners, any skin type can use any toner, to be honest. Okay, so if you have oily skin and you feel like you using a toner might be too hydrating for you because of your oily skin, then you might just keep a toner. But toners generally can be used by all skin types except the exfoliating toner, which we are going to get into later. Okay, so I'm just going to use my toner, and usually I use my toner twice on my face because I love a dewy hydrated skin. So I'm just going to put this toner on my face like so. So guys, this is how my skin is looking like after applying my toner. Now if you notice that after applying toners you feel like the moisture is too much, you can just get a cotton pad like this one. Just take one of the cotton pad like this and just use it to dab off the excess toner from your face. Okay, so this is something I do sometimes if I feel like the toner is just too much, like it's too liquidy on my face. I just use this to dab off the excess. Okay, so guys, this is how my skin is looking. My skin looks very okay. So now that we're done with toners, because the steps in skincare are cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer and sunscreen. So we have talked about cleanser. Now I have showed you guys my own toner, and like I said, toners can be used by all skin types. If you have a sensitive skin, you can use this type of toner that is soothing, and if you have a dry skin, you actually like need a toner if you have very dry skin, because this is going to help to hydrate your skin. But if you have oily skin, a toner might not really be necessary, because you know you have oily skin and you don't want to use too much products on your face. So it is really up to you. Now let's talk about serums. Now when it comes to serums are very important in your skincare routine, because serums are like the major ingredients in your skincare routine that can help to fade dark spots, target hyperpigmentation. Even if you have sunburn, some serums can actually help you with sunburn. Like serums are concentrated to help to treat, you know, a skin concern that you have on your face. So serums are actually very important. So like I said earlier, once you know the basics of cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen, when you use cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen for 1 month and you say, okay, I don't have any issue, you can now buy a serum, because trust me, if you have skin concerns, you definitely need a serum. A serum is very important and very compulsory if you have skin concerns. Now I'm going to show you guys my own serum, the serums that I currently have in my skincare routine. Now I have this Banish vitamin C serum. If you have been watching me, you know that I always talk about this vitamin C serum. So this is the Banish vitamin C serum. This vitamin C serum is a dark spot corrector. It contains vitamin C and vitamin E. Now the vitamin C in this is L-ascorbic acid, which is just like chef kiss for treating dark spots, you know, fading dark marks, hyperpigmentation, and like brightening up your full face. So this is my dark spot corrector in my skincare routine. Now I have 2 other serums, and these 2 other serums are from Anua. So I have this one. This is the Anua Azelaic acid serum with hyaluronic acid inside of it. This serum is like a soothing serum. Okay, it is a soothing serum. So I have this other one. This one is the Anua hyaluronic acid serum. This serum's purpose is mainly for hydration. So in the mornings I usually use my vitamin C serum, because vitamin C rich in antioxidants. When you get it in the sun, like, it's going to protect your skin from the sun and all of that. So I usually use this in the mornings. Now I use this other 2 at night time. I can interchange them, or sometimes I go to bed without using a serum. To be honest, I go to bed without using a serum most times. Okay, because if I use this in the morning, I feel like it's okay, and I don't really have much skin problems. So most times I don't even really use my serum at night time. So these are the 3 serums that I have. This one is for dark spots treatment. This one is for hydration. Anytime I feel like the weather is very dry and I need a serum to like plump up my skin, I go in with my Anua hyaluronic acid serum. And when I feel like I need something soothing, because I feel like maybe my skin is a little bit irritated, I go with the azelaic acid serum. So I have serums for depending on my skin issue, depending on my skin at that particular time. So for the purpose of this video, I am going to be using my vitamin C serum. Now when it comes to vitamin C serums, or serums in general can be used by almost all skin types. So if you have oily skin, dry skin, combination skin, normal skin, and you want to get a serum, I feel like a serum is kind of like most times universal, except maybe the product says otherwise. But if it doesn't say otherwise, then you can use any serum of your choice. So if you have a dry skin, you can use this. If you have oily skin, you can use this. If you have combination skin, you can use this. Okay, so like a serum doesn't really select. I don't know if you guys understand me. Okay, so I'm going to use my Banish vitamin C serum. I'm just going to use a little drop on my face, because this serum is very hydrating. Just 2 drops is enough. Plus the serum is kind of expensive, and your girl is trying to like manage her skincare products right now. So I'm just going to apply this serum on my face, especially my forehead, because I had like few breakouts in the past week. So I use the serum on my full face. I just spread it like this under my eye area too, and then my cheek. This serum has like an oily kind of consistency, so it spreads really well on your skin. You don't need too much. Now I have a discount code for Banish products. In case you are interested in getting this serum, check my description box, okay? So I'm just going to spread my serum on my face, and yeah, that's it. So once you have nailed your basics as a beginner, then you can start adding serums in your routine. And if you add a serum in your routine and you notice that you are breaking out or you are getting darker, then you can know that, okay, this serum is the culprit. You can take the serum out and replace it with another one instead of just changing your full skincare routine. Okay, so now that we're done with the serum, the next thing we're going to go ahead to use is a moisturizer. Okay, a moisturizer. Now you guys notice that I didn't recommend any toner and any serum for any skin type. That is because, like I said, you have to know your basics first. And like I said, toners and serum, most times all skin types can use it. That is why I didn't give you guys examples. Now let us get into moisturizers. For moisturizers, I use 2 moisturizers in my skincare routine, and that is it. I use this Jumiso Snail Mucin Peptide Moisturizer and the Banish Vitamin C Face Cream. I use this my Jumiso mostly in the night time, and I use this Banish mostly during the day. Now the reason why I use this at night time is because it is a non-comedogenic cream, and it helps a lot with the skin barrier because it contains peptides, and it contains snail mucin, which is very, very hydrating. Okay, so this is it. This is the Jumiso face cream. It is very nice and very, very hydrating. While this other one is my Banish Vitamin C face cream. Using the Banish Vitamin C serum and Banish Vitamin C face cream in the morning keeps my skin bright, beautiful, glowy, and helps to fade my dark spots. So this is what I'm going to be using on my face right now. So as a beginner in skincare, if you want to get this Banish moisturizer, it is very lightweight, so this can fit for all skin types. But for this Jumiso, it might not be really suitable for oily skin because it is very, very hydrating, and an oily skin might not really find this palatable on their skin because this is very, very hydrating. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys more examples of moisturizer to use according to your skin type. So if you have a very, very dry skin, if your skin is very, very dry, like I said, you can use this Banish one. And if you cannot lay your hands on Banish, you can get the Cerave moisturizing cream. Okay, the Cerave moisturizing cream is also a very, very good option for someone that has extremely dry skin. Okay, you can use the Cerave moisturizing cream. Now another cream that you can use is the Eucerin urea repair cream. I'm going to be inserting pictures. So this is another great moisturizer that you can use if you have a very, very dry skin, like your skin is so dry and flaky. You need a moisturizer that contains urea inside, and something like Cerave would really, really hydrate your skin. Now if you have oily skin and you are not sure of the moisturizer to use on your oily skin, then you can use the Cosrx oil-free moisturizer. I'm going to be inserting a picture. This is an oil-free moisturizer. Okay, so it is going to be perfect for your oily skin. You can also use the Neutrogena hydroboost gel cream. So a gel cream would benefit someone that has an oily skin. Okay, because if you have oily skin and you use a moisturizer that is too heavy, girl, you're just going to sweat and you're just going to hate, you're going to hate doing skincare because you just feel like what you applied on your face is just too heavy on you. So you need moisturizers that are very, very lightweight. Like this Banish one, it is a lightweight moisturizer, so an oily skin can actually use this. You can use the Neutrogena gel cream, like I have said. You can also use the simple light moisturizer. Any moisturizer that is light, an oily skin can use it. You can also use this Nivea moisturizer. I've forgotten the name, but I'm going to try to put the name on the screen. It is a moisturizer that is matte. I've actually used it before. I think it's a Nivea day cream. I'm not so sure the name right now. Oil control face cream, something like that. You can use this Nivea. I've used it before, I think last year. If you use this on your face, trust me, if you have oily skin, you're going to love it because it is going to keep, it is matte on your face, and you're not going to your face is not going to produce too much oil. So these are the products that you can use if you have oily skin. Now if you have a combination skin, you can use the Cosrx oil-free moisturizer, like I have said before. If you have normal skin, you can use any moisturizer of your choice. You can use Banish, you can use Nivea, anyone, because your skin is normal, so you can get away with using any moisturizer of your choice. Alright guys, so the last step in a skincare routine is usually your sunscreen, and sunscreens are very, very important. They are essential if you are a beginner in skincare. You definitely need to get a sunscreen. Okay, so these are the two sunscreens that I have. I'm actually out of this Anua one. So this is the Anua Heartleaf sunscreen, and this one is the Habib sun stick. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Just like it's like a roll on. You just roll the bottom like so, and you guys can see. So if you are someone that does not like using a liquid sunscreen on your face, you can just get this sun stick. I love it so much because this is so easy to reapply on your skin. You know, most times people say reapply your sunscreen, reapply your sunscreen, reapply your sunscreen, but how many of us actually do reapply our sunscreen? It is not easy to reapply your sunscreen, especially if you use a liquid sunscreen like this. For me, I find it really hard to reapply my sunscreen even as a skincare girly. So I decided to just get a sun stick because this one is very much easy to reapply. All I do is just take my sunscreen like this and I just use it on my face like so. You guys can see it doesn't leave any white cast. Very easy to use. Just use it on your face like so, on your forehead. You know, you can extend it to your neck, and that is it. You have used your sunscreen. Very simple, very simple, and this is very easy to reapply. Now this Habib quick sun stick, I think they have two different types. This one is the hydrating sun stick. They also have another one that is for oily skin. I'm not so sure, but if there is, I'm going to insert a picture on the screen. So these are my two sunscreens. Like if I'm out of this one, I'm going to repurchase this one because I actually like this one. Now these two sunscreens are actually very moisturizing. So if you have an oily skin, this might be too heavy on your skin. You guys can see the way my skin looks. You can see that my skin is very moisturizing because after I applied this, it added this extra glow to my face. But for someone that has an oily skin, this might be too heavy for them. So if you have an oily skin and you're not so sure of the sunscreen to use, girl, go and get your La Roche-Posay oil control sunscreen. I'm going to insert a picture. This La Roche-Posay oil control sunscreen is going to really help you if you have oily skin. You're not going to produce too much oil with this sunscreen. Now another sunscreen that you can use if you have oily skin is this Garnier Amber Solitaire sunscreen. I'm not so sure how to pronounce it. This other sunscreen can help you if you have oily skin. This Garnier one is another good option. Now if you have a dry skin, you can use this one, and you can use the Anua or the Habib, or you can use the Cerave hydrating sunscreen. Cerave actually has an hydrating sunscreen, and it is very good for those of us that have a dry skin. You can also use the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. That is also great, you know, for dry skin. You can also use the Misha Aqua sunscreen. That is also another great sunscreen for, you know, for dry skin. And all these sunscreens I am making mention of, they do not leave any white cast on the face. So if you have normal and combination skin, you can as well use these two, because you have normal to combination skin, you don't really have a problem. I feel like the issue with all these skin types are mostly people that have oily skin, because they are the ones that are prone to acne, they are the ones that are prone to producing too much oil. So those are the set of people that need to be very cautious with what they buy. So that is it for sunscreens. You know, you guys can check my description box for all the products that I have talked about in today's video. In case you didn't get, you know, the names of any of the products that I have talked about, check my description box. I'm going to put the names. Everything is going to be there. This section, this category is going to be the other extras. Sis, if you are starting out your skincare routine, you also need to get an exfoliating toner. An exfoliating toner is very important, because that is what is going to help to keep the pores on your face clean, so that you will not break out, and also help to, you know, renew your skin cells and give you a brighter skin. Exfoliation is very important because it helps with a brighter skin. It gives you this beautiful glow. It cleans your pores so that you will not start breaking out. So if you're a beginner in skincare, after getting your cleanser, moisturizer and sunscreen, also get a very good toner. A toner is an extra, because I know some people can actually get a cleanser that contains, you know, exfoliating ingredients, and they might not need to get a toner. But if your products are very simple, then you need to get an exfoliating toner. It is very important. Now this is the one I use. I don't think I'm going to change my toner anytime from now, because this is like, I love this one so much. I've been using it since I started skincare. If you are confused about anything I have said in today's video, let me know in the comment section and I'll do my best to reply to your comments. I think that is all for today's video. What do you guys think about today's video? Are you using any of the products I'm using? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, remember to give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't, and I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Until then, bye guys.